Hello, and welcome to a special Solstice Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Robin Finney. I'm your Oracle, your Intuitive and Authenticity Coach, and I come to you live to bring you a message to really support you in this new season. So whether you're in the Northern Hemisphere where I am right now, we are celebrating Winter Solstice today. Today is also known as the shortest day of the year, where the sun sets a lot earlier than it does on other days. And for those of my friends in the Southern Hemisphere, happy summer to you. And it's the longest day of the year for you. But depending on your own perspective, it could really cross over and it could be a long day or a short day, depending on where you are. So I don't know about you, but I woke up this morning feeling like just this different energy. There's something about the start of a new season that's really exciting. And it just brings a lot of possibility. It's the same thing with the start of a new year, which we're inching closer to. So I think this solstice in particular is always really, it comes at a really potent time because we are nearing the end of one year and seeing that reflection time, that completion, and stepping into the next year where we're creating intentions. And this morning during my meditation, the question that came to me was, who are the people supporting me behind the scenes? And that's a reflection question that I like to really take time to sit with. And what spurred it on is I had a vision in my meditation about my photo shoots, and I was thinking about all of the people the photographers, the makeup artists, the designers, like all of the stylists, like all of the people who are really supporting and making that happen and magical. And then it went to like, oh, well, who are those people in my life and who has really played a role this year in supporting behind the scenes? And so take some time for yourself over the next week or so, any downtime that you can take for you to give back in that way, and just really reflect with gratitude on who those people are. And another question to lean into, and I'll put these questions in the comments so you can have more time to reflect with, is what am I creating for this new season? So we're stepping into a new season, and what is it that you want to create? You may already know, you may have something that's coming to mind that you're really feeling, or you may just be open to possibility, open to what the universe has for you, and that's a beautiful space to be in as well. So just do some freestyle writing or meditation, go on a walk, see what inspiration wants to come, and see what answers come around that question around creating. And then the question that we are going to tune into today is around what message will support me most throughout this season or serve as my theme. So I typically like to have a theme as I step into a new season. And as I step into like a milestone, oftentimes I may do a spread for the season, or I may just choose one card to serve as my theme. And for any milestones, I like to do more of a spread, so I'm getting a deeper, just more depth, more messages and insights into where I am, where I'm going, and what might be blocking me. So, but for today, the purpose of today, we are going to look at what message will really support you as you're stepping into this new season. So whether you are stepping into winter and starting that, or summer, I invite you to just take a moment and tune in and think about the energy, think about just where you are right now, and really if there's anything that you're like, oh, I'm feeling ready to release that. So this message could really be supportive of that. Or if you're like, yeah, I'm ready to call that in, it's time for that. Or I'm not quite sure, but show me what message will support me. So that is what the message is. And I invite you to just take a deep breath. And then choose a number, 1, 2, or 3. And that will be your message. Okay. And I invite you to listen to all of the messages, because sometimes there is a crossover with them as well. I always find that with the collective energy. So there might be a message that resonates with you across the board. And then the message that you chose, the number you chose, could have a little more emphasis for what you're stepping into and what will serve as your theme. So, all right. So for my number ones, okay. So for my number ones, the theme is all that glitters. So I'll turn it upright. It came upside down. And this message is all about when you think about like shiny object syndrome. So especially this time of year, for those who celebrate the holidays, and even if you don't celebrate the holidays, there's all this emphasis, especially in Western culture, on consumerism. And you step into a store and you just see all the pretty objects and you're like, or all the yummy foods, and you're just like, ooh, I want that, that sounds amazing. And without even thinking, you may just like on impulse, like, oh, I'll get that, and I'll get that, and ooh, I'm going to get that. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's more about why. Like, what is it? What is your reasoning for it? So if it's a reasoning of lack, like, oh, I need this. I don't have that. I need it. I need it to support me in feeling better, like fulfilling something that's missing. Or if it's, it could even simply just be like, oh, I want to gift myself that. But just notice your energy around it and ask why. Like, what is it? Why am I really buying this right now? And it doesn't, like, you can just sometimes just see it and think like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to do it. And that's totally great. And then other times it may be that maybe you don't need it. Maybe where you are and everything you have is enough. And it's really this reflection for you to step into that meaning more. So it also could be, so this message, the protection message around this is about walking away from something you might be contemplating. So there could be that maybe you got an offer, an opportunity that's just glittery. It sounds incredible, but something in your body is telling you like, not it. That's not it. But on paper, it sounds really good. It could be a relationship. Could be something, anything like that, that it's like, oh, it sounds really good. And it could even be something that would bring so much for you, but there's something within you, your intuition, your body is like, no. And so this message is really asking you to walk away from that and to don't get distracted by the lights. See what's beneath it. So this could be a person, it could be an object or something that there's something that's luring you in about it that's beautiful, and maybe it's a pattern. Maybe you keep going back to it, keep going back to it, keep going back to it. And this message is just asking you like, hey, it's time. It's time to walk away from that. But honor it. Honor it. Thank it for what it served you, and thank it for even for coming up as an opportunity. So it's just reminding you that pursuing it is not a bad thing, and just letting you know that it could bring about a difficult situation that you might regret later. So it's kind of like rejection is God's protection. It's that like Spirit is here to support you and protect you during this time. And just know better things await. It can be scary sometimes to say no because we think like, what else is coming? There's nothing else coming. And maybe you don't see that now, but it's like you clear out, it's clearing out the clutter. It's like you release one thing and something will come and fill its space. So this isn't the only opportunity. This isn't the only person. This isn't the only jacket, object, whatever it is, piece of chocolate. There's more out there. We are an abundant universe. So that's for my number ones. All right, for my number twos. Thank you all for those of you who are joining live. I appreciate seeing your comments and your feedback. And so let me know in the comments what number you're choosing. All right, so for my number twos, serendipity. Ooh, this is a really, really beautiful message. Serendipity is kind of that magical, I think of it as like magical synchronicity where things they just align beautifully. So it's all about opportunity being aligned with readiness, and so it's that knowing. And it's actually beautifully tied to the message that our number ones got, because sometimes you see something and you're just like, not it. And just saying the not it opens up something else for those serendipitous opportunities, aligned opportunities to come in. And so it's really like whatever you've been dreaming, whatever you have been just really praying about, hoping, like asking for guidance around and support, and you feel like, okay, when is this coming? It's coming. This is when like luck meets preparation, and it's that beautiful time when things really do start to unfold and come together. So really look out for those synchronicities over the next few months in this new season and see what really wants to open up for you. And it's also inviting you that your service to the world is being supported at this time. So who you are, what you have to offer others, we're ready for it. So if you've been like sitting on something for a while, like this season that we're stepping into is really inviting you like, hey, it's time. So you may still need a few weeks to like get through the end of the year and step into the new year and all of that. But just know the energy of this new season is gearing you up for that. And once you fully claim it for yourself and step into it, then beautiful things are going to happen and show up inside of that. So it's also about like meeting the right person at the right place at the right time, the right opportunity at the right time. It's all divine timing, divine events happening. So go back to number one, like who are the people who have been supporting you and what in your life has been supporting you, and make your gratitudes. And it's through that heart of gratitude that these serendipitous events are going to show up. So there's also the beautiful reminder that victory and success are yours. So claim it, own it, believe it. It's happening. It really is. We're stepping into a new year, a new season. So it's time for you. And yes, I love that, Davia. Notice the energy around it. Like, how does it make you feel? How do you feel? Like, how are you lighting up? And don't hold back. It's your lucky moment, and the timing is perfect. So that is for my number twos. And finally, for my number threes, I'd love to hear too, like, where are you in the world? Are you in winter right now? Are you in summer? What's your weather like? I know we've got, in the United States, we have a big cold front that's about to come. So especially all my northern friends, like even Dallas where I am right now, the high is only going to be 10 degrees. Or not 10, that's the low. The high is going to be 22 on Friday. So stay warm for those of you who are getting the real brunt of it. Okay, and so for my number threes, your message is it's loyal heart. And once again, this one was reversed as well. So loyal heart this is all about loyalty and where you've been giving your time, your energy, your attention. So it's really important for you to take stock of that. Really go through, like, you can even take a week or even a day. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, but a week is nice because you can kind of see over the days and just see, like, keep a log of what you're giving your energy to and how it feels, what's like replenishing you and feeling really good, and what's kind of like, oh, draining you and making you like a little tired or shut down. So this message, it's all about like loyal heart. It's about when we're in that energy of loyalty, it's like devotion, and we're really devoted. So for my number threes, with it being reversed, it's asking you, like, what are you holding on to? Like, where have you really been devoting your attention that maybe your inner being, your higher self, has been telling you, like, hey, it's time for you to release this. And that could be It could be a relationship. It could be an idea that you've been holding on to that you're just kind of like in that stubborn energy around, like, oh, but it has to be this way. I want it to be this way. And so it's not saying that it won't happen, but it's inviting you to really like really release and surrender surrender the attachment to how it's supposed to go. And anytime that we release that attachment, I find at least the beautiful things open up. So that energy that we hold when we're really attached to a certain person, an experience, plans, oh my goodness, how many are attached to plans? And it's just being open and knowing that whatever happens, whatever shows up is what's meant to be. And it's oftentimes like those are the most magical experiences. Like I can tell you over and over again, my favorite experiences on all these trips I've taken all around the world are the times when my plans fall through and then it's just left to possibility. And I'm like, ooh, okay, I've got this. I'm like, something else comes in, like, oh, I was supposed to go to that glacier and the glacier was closed, and now I'm in this small town surrounded by mountains and lakes and I'm going skydiving, and that was not in my itinerary. Or something fell through and then I meet someone who ends up being like a really amazing person in my life. So there's always, and that goes back to serendipity. So it's like when we release attachment, serendipity shows up. So that's what, for my number 3s, it's really just asking you to release attachment to how you want it to go. Look at, take stock of any outdated beliefs that you may have, old ideas or misplaced loyalties. Like, where are you really devoting your time and energy? And maybe there's a shift occurring for you there. So take this time to really, reflect on that. And then, as always, anything that's not aligned, send it back with love. Because it did serve you. It served you to a point. So allow it to be released. Be new, think new, open your heart to new things. So it's a beautiful message for just really stepping into this new season, this new energy, and let go of the old and all of your attachments and know that Spirit has awesome plans for you. So make some room. So that could also be inviting you to clean out. The start of a new season is also a great time to let go through and do, it's not just spring cleaning. It's like every season, do a cleaning. Vacuum, go through your wardrobe, see what wants to go through your, inbox. I need to do that. And just take that time. So I'm really loving, all of the comments, being unattached. Yes, Stacey, being unattached to the outcome. Once we can just kind of let that be, then I really believe that that's where the serendipity will come. So I feel like overall, this is the theme for the new season we're stepping into. And in order to fully step into that serendipitous, then we've got to release energy to, my camera's reversed. So release energy to the glittery things in life, those shiny object syndrome, things that are ooh, but I want that, or this person makes me feel good in the moment, but then it doesn't feel good. And then the devotion, where are you really devoting your attention to, and what are you really holding on to or attached to a certain way? So those are the messages as we step into the season. I would love to hear more from you. I look forward to diving more into the comments. And I love that. What you're saying here, Davia, about loyalty, where you've been spending your time and holding on to, oh, it's beautiful. And you have so much, oh, I just feel it. Yes, I feel it for so many of us. This really is what we're stepping into. So allow the serendipity to happen. And I also want to let you know while I have you all here, so I have been doing a lot myself, and one of the things that I've been like stubbornly holding on to because I love it so much, and my guides and the universe and spirit has really been calling me to step more fully into my coaching services and my VIP services. And so with that, like to step into that, sometimes there is that time of releasing, and I'm even getting a little emotional because it's a phase. It's like a new stage for me as well. And part of that is my oracle cards. And I love so much. I love doing one-on-one sessions with people, with my clients, and I get to see like it's such a beautiful time to go deep with someone, and I know that I'm being called to like actually go on a longer journey with somebody rather than one session here and there. So with that, I will be at the end of the year. I'm going to be closing my deep clarity sessions at the start of the year. I'll be closing those. So if you are interested and you would like to do an end of year session with me, you don't have to do it before the end of the year, but you have to book it before the end of the year because I will be taking it down off my website, and going forward, those type deep sessions will only be available to those who are going on a coaching journey with me. So I'm offering them for $99, and it's a great time. There's a spread that I really love doing for myself in a milestone, and I love doing with my clients. So it's a really great opportunity to get more clarity and a bird's eye view of like what you're stepping into for 2023. So I invite you to book it. I've got the link in the description, so you can go ahead and book it, and then we can schedule it when you're ready. If you want to do it before the end of the year, great. If you want to do it at the beginning of the year, you can do that. But as of January 1st, it will be closed. So take advantage of that now. And I will say, like, I'm going through my own reflections. So thank you all also for the birthday wishes. I'm still behind on going through. I've got to get caught up on that. But I've felt all the love and energy from all of you. And one of the things in my own reflection is I'm working on my annual blog as I look back at like the year before, and my birthday just beautifully aligns with this time. So for me, it's like I look at my age and I look at the year as well because it's all aligned. So I'm looking back at like what 37 had for me. And part of that was I went back to the spread that I pulled for my birthday last year, and it was so spot on. It was like what I was being called to was to really step into my heart more, and like me loving myself on a deeper level, and allowing others into that space, and taking more time for myself in that way, and having things fall apart. Like it's been my year of messy, and then coming to completion where I am now is like really committing to stepping into this bigger version of myself. And that was the final message I pulled last year, was the vow, and the vow is all about that commitment. And so it really is a beautiful way to look at the energy of what you're stepping into, and the cards don't lie. They show up and they really support you during those times. And then you can look back and see like, oh, that's why I'm experiencing this. I've got it. Okay, it makes sense. So I invite you, if you want to book that, click on the link. And if nothing else, I am wishing you happy holidays. I know there's so many different holidays and festivities all over the world happening. So whatever you celebrate, know that I am sending you so much love right now, and spend this time with yourself, with those you love, and doing things that you love. And yeah, we'll see you. I'll be back. I'll be back again. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing with some Wednesdays, but I'll be back online for sure. So join me again live when I pop on, and thank you all again for amazing comments. And yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, and happy solstice. Take care.